Okay, first up, we have Joe, and he's going to come up and give us a chapel talk.
Good morning. My name is Joe Kamaranon, and today I'm going to talk about the King of Thailand. Can you imagine an important king who is all wet and dirty, working in the middle of a storm or in a wild forest? He is the King of Thailand, whose name is King Bhumibol Adulyadej. His name means the strength of the land combined with incomparable power. He is the currently world's longest reigning monarch. Because he is a hard-working person and has put forth great effort and determination to develop Thailand, he inspires me greatly. He works closely with local farmers in uncomfortable areas under harsh conditions without hesitation. I look at him as my role model because the example set by his character has turned me into a new person. The King of Thailand shows us that working hard and trying our best will help us to achieve our goals. He teaches us to be fair and to treat others equally, regardless of their race or level in society. The King demonstrates how people should sacrifice for others to make our community better. In order to help people, the King showed me how to use science in real life. While working in the field, he always carries his notebook to gather information and data to help him solve the problems the local people face. 10 years ago, during the Wipa cyclone, there was a heavy rain that caused flooding in the southern part of Thailand, from which the roads were damaged and the electricity was out. The king immediately flew to the flooded area in his helicopter. He saved many homes and lives by telling people to create walls of sandbags to stop the flooding. Thai people were impressed that he sacrificed his time to help people with no expectation of return. Also, King Bhumibol is the first person who discovered the rain-making technology in 1969. Artificial rain is produced by releasing silver iodide chemicals from aircraft into clouds to stimulate the clouds to produce precipitation. This technology has also helped other countries, such as Australia, New Zealand, Oman, Jordan since 2009. I was a student who hated science and technology, but because of the king's example, I worked harder and became one of the best students in science class. Although King is considered to be a very prestigious person, he treats others as equal and inspires students to strive in academics. At my house, I have a picture of the king handing a diploma to my dad when he graduated from Chulalongkorn University, which is the best university of Thailand. My dad was very excited and proud to meet and receive a diploma from the king. What motivates many students in Thailand to get into good college is that they want to have a picture taken with the king at their college graduation when they receive a diploma from our philanthropic monarch. Even though the king is now 83 years old, he still visits Thai colleges and handing diploma to college students because he knows that he can inspire them to strive in academic. The picture of my dad and the king gives me energy to study hard and to overcome academic difficulties. Because of the king thinks that education is important, he spends a lot of time visiting schools to teach students. The king visited my school 4 years ago in my music class, and every student was excited. He loves jazz, and he's an excellent musician. He also taught us to play the saxophone. We were very impressed when he played the song called Sang Tien, or Candlelight Blues, which he composed in 1946. To help us succeed in life, the king urges us to strive to be well-rounded by being good at things like music and as well as academic studies. King Bhumibol is also very influential to Thai people. He always gives advice on TV about being unified. 10 years ago, there was a big government protest and people were split into two groups. It was very dangerous as people were angry and violent. Then the king appeared live on TV, told everyone to stop fighting, met with both sides and brokered a peaceful solution. Finally, the conflict stopped and the situation went back to normal. I was very surprised at his ability to stop everyone from fighting. It taught me that a good leader needs to be influential, trustworthy, and reliable. Although King Bhumibol is considered to be the world's richest royal with over $30 billion, he gives his money to charity. He improves the lives of poor people by giving them food and shelter. Children and elderly people who are sick are taken care of by the King's Hospital. He gives money to Red Cross organizations and other healthcare programs. He established a school to train people who do not have jobs and to educate students for free. During the tsunami storm 6 years ago, many people's houses, cars, and even their family members were swept away by the 100-foot gigantic wave. Consequently, people needed food and medical treatment to survive. So, the king immediately sent in a Red Cross team with food and medical supplies to help those people. By doing so, he saved more than 100,000 lives. I am proud to have a generous leader who always wants to help people like him. With all of his efforts and generosity, King Bhumibol is a great leader who always worked very hard to develop his country. His project accomplishments have shown that he's an excellent scientist and a problem solver. He has no haughtiness toward local people because he treats them as equal. Thai people are influenced to be diligent, and college students are inspired to study hard. Because of his care about children and the elderly, and due to the fact that most of his money was used to establish many community organizations, almost every Thai person loves him. Thus, he inspires me to dream of becoming a great leader like him. Thank you.
That was great, Joe. Thank you very much for that.